Hello, I'm Steve. Welcome to the Patio Heat channel, where we provide visual concepts of infrared heating as well as tips for outdoor comfort. Send your request into designs@patioheat.com for your personalized recommendations. Our one-on-one customer support helps you make the best decisions for your applications. We strive to earn your business. Visit our patioheat.com website for sales and more information. Now let's get heating. All right, so we have this request for a heater placement to heat up certain areas. Let's go ahead and just turn on those areas they want to heat up. So I have those in a bluish color here. So basically we want to heat up this space here, and there's a small space back over here that we're going to heat up. And so let's go ahead first of all and look at the overall dimensions. So overall dimensions, I don't have the true elevations here, so I'm going to go with just what I have here. So I have 9'3" center to center on these posts. I believe those are 6x6 posts. I have 19 feet center to center on these two, 15 feet on these two. Now I placed the post at a 8 foot, because it did say 8 foot on one drawing that I saw, to the top of that post. And then I have a beam that goes up here, and I believe I have that at 6 inches tall. The slope I have here is at 1 foot and 3 1/4 inch, and over here you can see I have the very apex of the rooftop on this side over here at 11 feet and 3/4 of an inch. Also the depth over here, 17 foot 1 1/4, or 1 1/2 rather. And I think that's about it. Now, the information I don't have for sure is, are there rafters here? How is this roof built? Is it a roof with a rooftop on it? Also, this portion over here, I'm not quite sure that it's flat, or does it actually have a slope to it? Are these rafters, or ceiling joists rather, are they actually there? Or is this a flat ceiling? And what's the actual height of that? So here's just another piece of information I placed. This isn't what they showed me, but I have 6-inch rafter, or ceiling joist rather, and then a gap of 1 foot 2 1/4 inch between the rafters, and then center on center is 16 inches. And so, yeah, there's some more information that we would really need in order to give you a precise elevation height for the heater itself. You know, could we move some of the heaters around? But let's go ahead and first of all look at where I have these heaters. So these two heaters are SlimLine units. They could be either 4,000 or 3,000 watt units. At this elevation and standing here, prepping food, etc., you probably don't want something as hot as a 4,000 watt unit, especially at this height. And let's just go ahead and look at the height of the bottom of the unit here. And let's see if we can grab here. And so we have that at 7 foot 5 inches. So I would say, you know, here's a 6 foot 3 inch tall person here. That's pretty close if you were going to actually physically be in this space over here. So let's just go ahead and place that right there. So you're going to be kind of hot with that heater at a 4,000 watt unit right above you. That ray is going to be awfully hot. So I would definitely suggest either 3,000 watt, or possibly using a control system so that you can dim the units down from, let's say, 20% to all the way up to 100% on. Another thing is knowing what the gap might be if these rafters actually do exist. Could we place these heaters centered in, let's see if we can move it here, centered within those that space. Let's just give a little estimate of what that might be. This is not a true clearance area yet, but we can always talk about that. So you can see I'm not even on center here, but let's just go right around there somewhere, and then let's look at the clearance above the heater. So if we are able to meet the clearance above the heater with a 6-inch tall ceiling joist, could we actually just move one of these out of the way of that and place the heater a little bit higher than what I'm showing here originally. So as long as we have that 6-inch gap from the top edge of from here to the here and all the way around the top edge of the heater, we can actually place it a little bit higher, and that could be true with these as well. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and just move those all back because we don't know that true information yet, and that's going to be what it has to look like until I get that information. Also, you can see we have 2 units. I've centered them above the seating position here, and then followed that all the way out to this position over here. You know, for this space right here, you're going to need the 2 units. For here, you could probably use 1, but you know, where would you place that? You know, would you delete this one here and then just move this one over, you know, to the center of that space? Not quite sure if I would say that would work, especially not for this area over here. But you know, for this area over here, if you're the food prep, you know, you probably don't need the heater for the whole entire space. Now, we're not heating the outside edge over here, but just so you know that, you know, yes, you could probably do something like this. You know, you heat the center of this area, the center of this area, and then the center of this space as well. And we're just going to move that. This isn't 100% accurate as far as the movement, but I'd have it centered over the seating position here to here. So that would also work, just not heating up the ends of this space here or over there on this edge. All right, over here I have 4 of the 4,000 watt units, and by the way, these would all want to probably be either 3 or 4 with control systems on these 3 units here. These I would have at 4,000 watt units. You're sitting a lot lower, so the beam has to travel a little bit further in order to you know, feel that warmth. So this is infrared light waves. You don't visually see an infrared light wave, but as it travels through space, it dissipates, and the further out it has to go, the less intense it is. So this would be a nice overlapping area over here, and the intensity would be just fine with the 4,000 watt units. Also, they mentioned seating position here. So that would still cover that area over here, but your back is going to be to the outside edge, so you are going to feel the cold air over here. So don't think that, you know, this is going to be 100% comfortable here, but in here it would be very comfortable. Another thing just to think about is, you know, I don't know if these are ceiling joists up here again, but if you mounted a SlimLine on a ceiling, you'd have to match it up with that angle here, as well as make sure that you have, sorry about that, the 6-inch clearance from the back edge of the heater to any combustible here, as well as 6 inches above the unit itself. And also looking at the clearance below the heater, I'm going to turn off the ray for a second. You want to make sure that there's 18 inches from this edge to any combustible on the ends, as well as this side over here, which I have it pushed off to the right just slightly. But the heaters are at, I believe, from the center point of the patio itself to the center point of the heater is 3 feet 6 inches, and the same from the center point of the patio to the center point here, 3 feet 3 inches. Excuse me, 3 feet 6 inches. And then lastly, we're going to look at over here. So the footprint of heat, first of all, for this space here. Again, it's higher seating. You want a 3,000 or controlled 4,000 watt unit. But this position here would be heated fairly decently as well. And again, here's that footprint that they're looking for in blue for that space. All right, well, I hope this has helped. If you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application and you would like us to review your plans, send your information into designs@patioheat.com. I'm Steve, and please tap that like button if you find this video useful, we're not advertising. We don't monetize with YouTube. And the only way that you and others find our channel is by our subscribers and our viewers tapping that like button. It really helps. Thank you so much. Have an excellent day.